Hey guys, it's Sam with the Blind Spot. So today we're going to talk about a pretty cool software. Apparently it's the most powerful text-to-speech reader ever, and it's pretty awesome. I use it all the time, so hang out, we'll be right back and we'll talk about it. So this is Natural Reader. Like I said, it is a text-to-speech application. And this was recommended to me by a viewer on one of my other one of my other videos, and really grateful for that recommendation because I love this application. I use it all the time. Basically, whatever you highlight, the program will read aloud for you, and it works great, works flawlessly. There's two versions. There's a free version and a paid version. And this is indeed available for Windows as well as Mac, so that's pretty awesome. And this is the download here to download the free version. So just click on which one you need, Windows or Mac, and download it. It's an executable file. Then you just want to click on it to launch it and install the application. And here is the application, what it looks like once it's launched. Natural Reader. It's loading, and there it is. This is the interface. Let's see if we can make this a little smaller here, make it easier to see. So you have two tabs here, documents as well as web page. Web page, you can put in a web page here and then click on listen now, and it will read the page aloud. Then in this section it will read PDFs for you, documents. You can load up WordPad, Notepad, all that kind of things. You can add new documents up here. This button up here you can use to upgrade. Floating bar we'll get to in a second. The first thing you want to do once you've installed this application and fired it up is come in here to settings, and we want to just set up a couple things, change some settings. The settings is arranged by tab here. The first one is general. You have two voices here on the free version. There's a male voice and a female voice. We'll just leave it at the males. You can change the speech rate. Text to MP3. Now this feature I believe is only available in the upgraded version, so we don't need to do anything here, but if you get that, you can convert the file to an MP3 and then you can listen to it later. Display, this shows how the text is going to be displayed in the windows, and I usually come in here and try and bump it up a little bit, make it larger, easier to see. You can change the font if you'd like, lots of different fonts. We will just leave it at that one. Now hotkeys, this is the one that I change. You see this top one here is play and stop. I believe it was set up to like F8 before by default and the control button was clicked. I prefer F1. That's an easier key for me to find on my keyboard. I know right where it is. It's on the left side, the very first button right next to the escape key. So it's easy for me just to real quick reach up and find without having to look. So I change it to F1. Now what this one does is anytime you highlight some text, you click on that hotkey and it will automatically start reading it aloud. Then you have themes, just a couple themes, and you see that the color scheme changes a little bit. So we'll just click OK. Now the cool thing about this is it has all these options here, but if you click on floating bar, it minimizes the whole interface, makes it smaller, you can move it around, and just gets it out of the way. Now one thing about this is this floating bar is always on top. So if I just open something up here, you see that the bar stays on top. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. What I usually do is grab it, bring it all the way over and kind of hang it off the edge of the desktop there so it's not in the way but it's still open. and then I can come into a web page like the one we were in here. And so now if we highlight a certain section of text here and press the F1 key,
the most powerful text-to-speech reader. Listen to PDF files, web pages, e-books, e-textbooks, office documents, and even printed books.
and it reads it aloud for us. Now, even if I jump into another web page, this is just one about cell phones, and I press F1 again,
the most powerful text-to-speech reader.
It reads the last thing that was highlighted. So that's kind of cool if you read something and then a little while later you want to re-listen to it, but you're not on the site anymore. You can just click it again and it will read it again. I really like this software, Natural Reader. As I said, there's a free and there's an upgraded paid version. Definitely check it out. I usually use this in conjunction with the Dragon software, the naturally speaking speech-to-text software. Using these two together makes life so much easier for me on this computer. Reading long emails and responding to comments and all that stuff. So definitely check it out, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about this software or any others, absolutely leave me a comment down below. This is Sam with The Blind Spot. I'll see you next time.